Good morning guys and welcome to Beard Manners. I know it has been absolutely ages since the last video. We've had lots of stuff going on. I'm going to explain myself, go over some new things and let you know what we've been up to. So first things first, everything's fine. I'm fit and healthy, don't worry, I didn't go missing. I've had lots of stuff going on. My family's had lots of stuff going on. We've moved house, which everyone knows that can be quite stressful and strenuous, and it's very much time consuming. So that's the main reason for me being quiet on media, in particular YouTube, because videos take time. You've got to edit them, process them, get them out, rehearse a little bit of content as well. So that's why I've been quiet on the YouTube and media front. Being quiet on media doesn't mean I've been quiet with work. Work has been really busy, the shop's been doing really well, online's massively picked up, and I've been doing a lot behind the scenes as well, which is what I want to be talking about today. In particular, what we've done is we've released 2 new fantastic scents to the range. We already had a pretty big range. I mean, the 2 new scents that we've brought out, that brings our total scent range, including unscented, up to 20 scents now. So you have got loads of options with Beard Manners, and I've always been comfortable with the scents. I've got a nice mix of what I would say is complex scents, some simple scents, some are self-explanatory, some are a little deeper. We've got masculine, we've got feminine, we've got cologne, we've got a little bit of everything going on, subtle, day to day. But with the 2 new ones, I wanted to bring out something exciting. I've never played it safe with scents. I've tried to hit every type of market. But with the 2 new ones, they've taken quite a long time because they're very deep. And it's going to sound a bit like a cliche this, but over the years I've become very at tone with my palate and my senses. Years of smoking cigars and drinking whiskies, I journal a lot of the stuff. So I wanted to put this into practice and come up with something very different. And that is what has led to the new scents. And the other side of this is as well, is they've been released now. They've sold loads. I mean, I think we're on our 8th or 9th batch of the oils in under a week. So, they're going out really quick. Everyone that's buying it is loving it, but the reason I wanted to do this video more than anything else is quite a lot of people are coming to me and asking me if I can explain what they smell like, because they've got quite different mixes. I don't think you'd get a gist of what it smells like through me telling you what the ingredients are. And also when our customers are posting videos or pictures of the product and saying we've bought this, smells fantastic, people are popping on there and asking. So I wanted to do this video to try and help people go into a little bit less blindly. Of course, with Beard Manners, you know that when you purchase from us, we do offer a free 5ml oil sample with every order. That is purely just to help save you guys a bit of time and money in that if you're unsure of a scent, buy something that you know you like the sound of first. Try it safe. Try a sample in the 5ml oil. It's free. It doesn't cost you anything. If you don't like it, you can still use it. You still get the quality from it. If you don't want to use it, don't use it. But you've saved buying yourself a 30ml bottle or a 60ml jar, and you're then able to sample a scent. But let's get to these. I'm going to start with the one that I believe will probably be the biggest seller of the 2. It's not being biased, I just think it will be. You can see I've got them with me here. So, I'll put my comb down. The one I think is going to be one of the most popular of the 2 is probably this one here, Modern Gent. Now, in Modern Gent, and when I give you my mixes, obviously everything's gone through CPSR. I don't give exact details of my mix because that's just handing over bullets to a gun. But it's giving you the mixes I've come to get the profiles that I wanted. So in Modern Gent, we have a nice mix of honey, leather, and noir opium. So I would say that for the most part, this is a reasonably warm, creamy, cologne-y type scent. Someone came in the shop and tried this, and they had it on the tip of their tongue for ages. They kept saying, it reminds me of something, and it got me thinking, I was trying to mind it again. I was using my knowledge of notes, and this is where the cigar smoking comes in handy. I don't promote cigar smoking, of course, but with cigar smoking, you learn that when you're figuring out notes, when you get notes of nuts or chocolate or coffee, you don't actually taste nuts or chocolate or coffee. It's something's going on in your palate which is giving you almost a memory release, and that's why it's called a note. It's like a memory release. It's a note, something that reminds you of that. I've had cigars where I've had carrot cake in there before. They definitely don't taste like carrot cake at all. It's tobacco leaves and you're burning them and sucking in the smoke. But it's a release of notes. So I've started to use this practice with scents going forward. And this is what I've done with these. So, Modern Gent. The most honest I can be about that is that for me, it smells like a real good quality brand. Have got hold of the rights for Dupe, have re-released it, as more of an evening scent that is potentially more for the older man or the more mature man, shall I say. Age doesn't have anything to do with it, but the more mature man. And the reason I say that, because there's nothing wrong with guys that wear dupe. Just dupe for me, I'm an 80s child. I used to wear the stuff everywhere. I used to literally bath in it. I've never stopped liking the scent of dupe. I just got to a stage where it kind of felt like I outgrew it a little bit. But this one, it doesn't smell exactly like dupe. It doesn't really smell much like dupe. It's just, again, it's the memories you get from it. Dupe had a very unique smell. It's that almost feminine touch to it. You could argue that it was a unisex cologne. And I think that's what Modern Gent is, which is why I've called it Modern Gent. I've said this in some of my reviews on this, and I've said this on the post, and I stand by it. This isn't going to be one for the chest beaters, I don't think. Some will, because it's just a really pleasant scent. I mean, I've not met anyone that doesn't like this. Not anyone at all. Women, children, everyone has liked this. But because it's got quite a bit of feminine in it, and masculine, I think the chest beaters are going to maybe shy away from it for that reason. I think the confident man, the man who's confident in himself, I'm not saying arrogant or anything, just someone who's confident. As you guys know with me, I'm often in the summer wearing pink vests and things like that. Couldn't care less. I'm very confident in myself. So that's what I think. That's what I think this scent is going to appeal to. I've had people come in and buy the other scent, which I'll come to in a second, and they've gone to buy it, and then the partners have said before they've walked out, well, if you want the other one, I'll buy it for you. So I think it's definitely safe to say Modern Gent is killing it with everyone. Women definitely like this one. Men definitely like this one. Like I say, guys, it just feels like I've got it on now, and every time I get a whiff of it, I've had a lot of people say this, and I'm the same. You want to keep going back to this one. It really does have the effect of like a really nice evening cool aftershave. You could wear this anywhere, anytime. It is just a really pleasant scent. I think it's a must-have for the collection for me in particular. I'm going to be wearing this quite a lot. It's not what I thought I would like, but yeah, I've shocked myself with this one. It's a really good scent. And it's out in oil, balm and butter at the moment as well. I've got no plans at this moment in time to get it out in wash or wax. That might happen later on, but at the moment we're keeping it to the oils, balms and butters. Now we're going to come to the next scent. Now this is where I can almost contradict this, because I think that's the one that's going to sell the most. I think that's the one I might wear the most. But I can't help but say at this moment in time that Sweet and Smoky is my favourite of the two scents. Now why? Is it as nice as that? I'm not sure it's as pleasurable on the nose as Modern Gent is. It's still a seriously nice scent. If I hadn't have brought that one out, I think people would be smelling this and thinking it's fantastic. It is fantastic, but it's just completely different. So, and it's the same thing. It's hard to describe. It's easy to describe it, sorry, but it's hard to get a description from what's in it. So what is in this one? The first scent you're going to get from this are ambered oak. So that's almost like a light woody smell, almost like a varnished wood smell. It's not as strong as things like cedar wood and pine. You just get those tiny little notes of the wood. I then mix it up with neroli, which is a floral scent, but if you know much about scents, neroli is used in a lot of men's aftershaves and a lot of men's scents, full stop. A lot of people would argue that it's a masculine floral scent. I've then got in there some English rose. So again, suddenly contrasts right deep into quite feminine. What it's finished off with is smoked leather. So you're getting lots of different scents in there. So when you wear this one, what I get from this one, and again, so this is why I prefer this one. It's coming back to the palette thing that I've mentioned before, and it's the cigar thing as well. You wear this and you get those really floral notes. You didn't get as many floral notes in the other one. You had feminine scents, but that was like the noir opium and the honey, I suppose. But with this one, you get the floral scents. It's not like a pop puree, so to speak, but it is floral. It's a nice floral. It smells like you're smelling a really good bunch of flowers. That's almost, for me, I feel like that's the first scent you get. As you've had your sniff and the scents start to work down your nose, so you don't have to carry on sniffing. Once you take that first sniff, you get those floral. Then what you get is the smoky. And it's almost like that smell of someone's just lit a cigar walking past you. It's not strong. It's not massively in your face. But when I smoke cigars, I regularly get people walk past and go, oh, I love that smell. The smoke's a bit like that. You're just going to get that little back note of it. And, you know, then you also get the sort of holding note, if you will, the real background note of the woodiness. So this one, I think, is going to do. I mean, they've sold pretty equally, I've got to say. They've sold pretty equally. They were released at the same time. Balms and butters, I think they're pretty much par. I think there's 2 or 3 jars difference between the two. Oils, I think Sweet and Smoky's on batch 4 at the moment, 4 or 5, and like I say, the other one, the Modern Gent's on batch 8, I believe. So it sold a bit more in the oil. But this scent is going to be one that I think is for the guys that are at tune with their palates and are good with notes, that like to journal things, that like to try and pick up different things. Because I would argue this is maybe slightly deeper as a product. So there you have it, guys. I'm not making this a real long video because it's my first one back for a while. I am going to be getting back on this. I've got a lot of catching up to do because I've been non-stop batching these new ones. I never run out of stock, and even if I did, I'd work throughout the night to get it done. So we're always good with that. But I have got a bit of catching up to do because of the move. So I am getting back to the videos. This was just a nice, easy way back into it. I've got lots of videos planned for the future. But as always, we've had a few more followings while we've been quiet, a few more subscribers. So thank you for that. Please, as always, drop some notes into this to let me know if there's anything you want to see, because it all helps for me going forward. I'm hoping to do a little bit of a sneaky giveaway soon-ish on YouTube. Just got to figure out the overall way I'm going to do it. But the last thing I'll come to actually is it just brought me to something. Is what I'll be doing a giveaway for is our new zip-up hoodies, which you can see I'm wearing one now. You can't really see the logo because my beard's big, but you know, that's so we've got new zip-up hoodies. Bit easier for us bearded guys. I love a hoodie. I don't tend to wear jackets. I get too hot in jackets, even in a cold day. I've always been a hoodie lover. I've just had enough of pulling hoodies over my beard and getting my beard stuck into everything. So I've delved into the zipped hoodies. This one is now available online. You can order this. All of our clothing is dropship, of course, so if you order it, it goes direct to you. I've quoted on the website that it can take up to 7 to 10 days for shipping. That's kind of a worst case scenario, but you're always going to get out of me, guys. I'm not going to sit there and say it ships in potentially 3 or 4 days, then it doesn't. That's the kind of longest it should be. They tend to be a bit quicker than that. Our backroom range, for those of you that are new, we do a separate range, which is the skull and the hat. The skull and the hat. I haven't got one on me right now, I'm afraid, but you know, you can see. Oh, yes, I have. Bear with me. So we've got our backroom range logo. I'll never get that camera right. I'll always go the wrong way. So we've got our alternate logos there. We've got the hoodies coming out in those very shortly. I'm just waiting for the final sample. I've seen the sample. The logo's great. The fabric's great. Everything, all of our clothing's really good quality. There's no lower range markets there. You know, we put a lot of money in. I like to wear nice clothes. I like to wear nice quality clothes, and I'm always in my stuff. So, you know, it's important it's good quality. But we'll have those coming out shortly. I've just rearranged the logo on that to get it slightly lower than this one and a little bit more across, because this was a sample one, as you can see. So and on the ones I've got out, the logo's a bit more there, so it's more visible. So that's what the giveaway is going to hopefully be. So keep an eye on it. I'm not going to be showing my giveaways early videos. Unfortunately, guys, you need to be watching all of them if you want to get a hint on what I'm going to do with these giveaways. So keep an eye out. I'll be announcing that soon. It'll be a giveaway on YouTube for one of our new hoodies of your choice of the colours that we do as well, and size and everything else. So keep watching, stay tuned. Please like, please subscribe, please follow, because it all helps. I want to smash this a bit in the new year, YouTube. I do enjoy it. My confidence is getting up with it. You guys are helping. And I promise I'll be more active now. No more moving for a little while. Just coffee and whiskey and cigars. Stay safe, stay bearded, and catch you all at the next one.